Hello, my name is Brian Quinn. I'm a business unit manager for high technologies at a chemical manufacturing company. I went to school for chemical engineering and focused my studies on environmental issues, so things like clean air, clean water, and clean energy. So the company that I work for, the chemical company, we manufacture additives. So basically ingredients that can go into the things that we all use and see every day. So I sell ingredients that go into inside the batteries, inside what's used to formulate paint for cars, things like hand soaps and hand sanitizer, and other things from medicine to vaccines to to the ink that goes inside your highlighter. So, as my title is of business unit manager, what I do is I'm responsible for the sales and working with different customers. So, I work with the scientists, the chemists, the engineers, the plant operators at the companies that are making all of these different products. And we talk about how their products are made and what things can be done to maybe make them work better or make them less expensive, or what they need so that we can invent something new so that maybe this battery can last longer, things like that. And I'll also work with the chemical company that I work for to guide us on what we need to develop, new things that we need to invent, and things like that. My job, it entails a lot of travel, which is probably the best part. It's an incredible amount of fun. I have been to probably 43 states in the U.S., been to almost every major city, and I get to see all of these how all of these products are made in person. It's kind of like a real life episode of how it's made on kind of a daily basis. And the travel part is fun too. You get to have nice business dinners and stay in nice hotels and check out the cool cities around the country. So it's definitely a lot of fun. So what can you do now? What I can share is two things that I did when I was in middle school and high school that really helped me make decisions on the different things that I wanted to explore, what I wanted to study in college, and eventually what I ended up doing in the chemical industry now. So the first thing is really the simple one of trying to figure out what you're interested in. But there's a big difference between what you're interested in and maybe what you're good at. Just because you're good at something doesn't mean that that's going to be something that you want to do. And on the flip side, just because something is hard or you're not that great at it doesn't mean that maybe you don't find it interesting or find it fun. For me, chemistry was definitely that. I did not find chemistry easy. It's kind of hard to understand for me, but I thought it was really interesting and there was a lot to learn. And the more I looked at it and the more I learned, the cooler it got. That really helped me to pick chemical engineering, because really when I was in middle school, what I wanted to know is when I start a career, I want to make a difference. I want to make the world a better place. And when I looked at the different things to study in college, for me, I found that chemical engineering opened up those doors, even though I probably was never going to be what you might think of as an engineer, because I'm a salesperson for the chemical company. The second piece of advice that was the most important to me when I was in middle school and high school was go to work, even if it's just for a day, with somebody that has a job that you think maybe you want to do. Whether that's whether it's your parents or your friend's parents or an aunt or an older cousin, or even just calling up a company that is near you and seeing if you can maybe see what it's like, even just for a day. That can really show you what that job is like, what that field is like, maybe even show you jobs you didn't even know were a thing. That was definitely true for me. Also, helps you decide what not to do. One day I went to work with an engineer for just one day, and I realized, boy, I don't want to do that type of engineering. And that was probably the most important day that I ever had in high school, was that one day. So those are my two pieces of advice. I hope you found it interesting. So start now, because there's no better time. All right. Good luck.